Hey folks, I am out of the country for the week, so this is my view today. Hanging out with the kids, loving the family. Yeah, I'm in Costa Rica at the moment, playing with monkeys on the beach. So I'll try to roll out a video sometime this week, but maybe on travel security tips. But I hadn't forgot about you guys. Hope y'all are doing well. Love your families. Plan a good vacation. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm abroad, I'm in Central America, and thought I'd do a three-part series on traveling tips, general and specific. I'm no expert, I'm learning all the time on travel and safety, security. I have lived overseas about 5-6 years of my life in all, visited about 20-something countries, and visited all but about 4 of the states in the United States. So it doesn't make me an expert, but given that I study criminals for a living and how to defeat them, you guys probably won't mind if I at least try to weigh in. So this is what that is. So to kick off kind of the video series, I'd like to interview a local indigenous person, and so here we go. Hey guys, I'm here in Costa Rica. I found a local indigenous person who lives in Costa Rican. So his name is Sebas. He's Mexican, and
I'm a Costa Rican.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm just a Mexican.
And so Costa Rica is part of southern Mexico. You didn't?
Costa Rica is from Central America. Mexico is from North America, just like the United States.
I don't know anything about that. But anyway, Sebas is an old friend. We've been friends for years. He is local to Costa Rica. And I wanted to ask him some security tips and advice for any of you guys traveling for vacations, or some of you are mission trips, or just seeing the world, retirees. How can we keep you safe? So, you know, for him, he watches folks come into Costa Rica all the time. It's a real tourist destination place. And he'll laugh, and he's been telling me stories all morning about just how blatantly obvious it is when a gringo comes down and visits his country, and how they're just getting mugged and robbed like crazy. And that's even in a pretty safe location. Costa Rica's a safe location, right?
Yes, I agree. Overall, it's a very safe place.
But people are getting mugged like crazy, especially gringos out of place, right?
I think everybody who looks like an easy target is gonna get mugged.
Do I look like an easy target?
No, I'm talking.
Don't answer that. I'm still built kind of like a librarian. I've been reading for a lot of years. I gotta start working out again. Shut up.
No, I mean, looking like an easy target, I mean like you at least this morning, you don't look like a tourist. You're not wearing shorts, you're not wearing flip-flops, you're not carrying a bottle of water and a fanny pack and a camera.
So Sebas just accompanied like a missions trip group down to the beach or something. I don't know what they were doing, but anyway, this poor group got mugged 3 times. And it's not funny, but it's funny. They got mugged 3 times
in less than 45 minutes.
And Costa Ricans don't. That doesn't happen to them. It happens to the people that are just such easy targets that criminals can't help themselves. I mean, criminals have to mug you at that point when you become so gringo and so situationally unaware. It could be like a 60-year-old grandmother with her grandchildren, Costa Rican, and she's going to have to mug you because you're just so easy of a target. So anyway, tell us kind of real quickly what happened with the 3 muggings. What was that?
Well, this story is like this team came, they're riding a bus. It's like a group of 25, 30 people maybe, so they rent this bus. But once this bus stops in a certain place and all these people start to get off the bus, they're immediately known, like they're immediately noticed, I mean. So they're always, they tell this, the driver told this group, make sure you leave your windows locked, because now everybody saw a bunch of foreigners look like tourists, like they may have some goods in your backpack, so close your windows. Someone forgot or someone didn't lock it, so 5-10 minutes after that they realized this window is fully open, and so they realized 5 or 6 backpacks were stolen, cameras, money, or whatever they left there. So they really got really upset, so they told the people to go to the bus, bring everybody's bag so they can figure it out whose bag is missing. So as they're doing this and everybody's like kind of in a circle, so people start walking a little bit more. So some other guy had this kid who was wearing his backpack and with a knife open, cut the backpack from below. and stole the camera, stole money, and stole whatever toys this kid had there. So once he realized that he was mugged, so he got upset and he started screaming, so people got really panicking. So they said, no, jump back into the bus, driver, take us to some place, to the place they were staying. So as they were going, like everybody's already in their back, but everybody knew what was happening because they were so loud and it was so clear. So they said, let's go. So this kid with his hat, he had his head really close to the window, and he was like looking what they left behind. And there's this guy who came, jumped into the bus, and pulled himself in the ladder of the bus, and then he extended his hand and grabbed this kid's hat. And it was, I couldn't believe it when they arrived. I couldn't believe the story. Like how could you be mugged 3 times? Such a bunch of people in such a short amount of time.
Yep. That kid couldn't catch a break. There's another group of friends that we had locally, and this was a couple years ago. They were walking in like downtown San Jose. That's their capital. At night, flip-flops, shorts, taking selfies or whatever else. And it was really late at night. And like Costa Ricans, when they see that, they're like, there's no way I would be in that location. You're asking to get mugged. So they know where to go and when to go. And gringos will just show up and be like, oh, we're safe and we're good. And they ended up getting mugged at gunpoint. That's not funny at all. But they're stupid place, stupid times. And they didn't know any better. So anyway, Sebas, if you could give everyone one good tip of travel advice, they're going to this country or any other country, what's a good piece of advice you could give them?
I'll say reach to someone you trust, some friend you have there, a previous missionary, or some local pastor, or some local person you can trust.
Okay.
And you can ask these questions like, how is the appropriate way to dress?
Okay.
We don't want to look over touristic. What's the appropriate things to carry? What should we expect? Like having, and this should take some time. Like listening to them. What are the safer places? Make sure we dress okay. What we bring, what we don't bring. And if this is specifically a missionary trip, so we bring not the stuff that is gonna take you out of the mission and maybe being mugged and feel upset for a few days not doing what we were supposed to do. So my big advice is to contact someone and ask this question. Try to not get this unexpected adventure, and make sure you know some stuff about this place, and especially but make sure you get someone you trust and you can talk to.
Cool. That's awesome, man. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. See you guys. Alright guys, so this was kind of like an introduction to the series. I didn't give you a lot of tips and advice, so make sure you check out part 2, and it's going to get more like bullet point. I'll rattle some stuff off that'll be helpful for you guys as you travel safely in the future. See you guys.